Hey babes, look who actually is making a video for once. I could give every excuse in the book, but I know it's not going to be good enough, so we're just going to skip the excuses and go right into the intro. Hey guys, it's Lilith. Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted here in like 2 months, but I've been having a lot of like back and forth dentally stuff, and I actually have more dental stuff coming tomorrow, which means I'm not going to be able to film for a couple of weeks because I won't be able to talk. But between like dental work and just life getting busy and everything, I've been a little bit MIA, but I am here to talk about a really interesting subject I've been learning about lately, and that's why I'm talking so fast, because I'm so excited to make this video because I've really missed you guys. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, this entire video is going to be about the concept and theory of reality shifting. Reality shifting is a concept I recently learned about on TikTok, as a lot of people that know about the concept have. But TikTok isn't always the most reliable place that you can find information, especially about reality shifting, because there's rumors, there's people using it as a joke, there's people that are lying, there's people that are doing it for clout. So I am here to pass on some hopefully reliable information, to share in that information with other people who are interested in reality shifting, and to educate you guys on a really interesting subject, actually. So without further ado, let's get into shifting. So as some of you may be asking yourselves, if you have never heard the term reality shifting before, you're probably asking yourself, what the heck is reality shifting? So the concept of reality shifting kind of lies in the basis of, I believe someone said, quantum physics. But I've seen it kind of explained as an amalgamation of different things, and I actually think it's a really interesting concept. Whether you believe in it or not, it is a very interesting concept. The concept of reality shifting is that there are trillions and trillions of different realities out there. Some of them are based on if you were born as the opposite gender than the one you were already born as, if we had a different president, or if you had turned left instead of right, that there's trillions and trillions of realities, and that all of them are very real and accessible with the right, practices. Now, contrary to popular belief, this isn't magic. It's very separate from that, but it does help if you're someone like myself who does believe in magic, because it makes this the kind of thing that you can very easily believe in. I have seen some people compare it to astral projection, but it's not astral projection. Essentially what it means is that in these trillions and trillions of realities, there is real life, that these are real versions of the world, even fictional universes that we all know and love. And that all of these universes that a lot of us have emotionally attached to and grown to love through fictional characters and fictional worlds from books and movies and TV shows all truly exist. Like the My Hero Academia universe, or Harry Potter, or Twilight, or Hunger Games, or Supernatural, or Doctor Who, that all of these places are real, but that there are also versions of this reality where like certain people exist that don't exist here, or that you are different in this world, or one small thing is different in that world, that there are infinite possibilities of things that are real. Now, one of the reasons this has been compared to astral projection is because astral projection is the practice of kind of using your mind and your energy and your own belief to kind of transport yourself mentally from this plane of existence into the astral plane of existence. This is how a lot of practitioners speak to spirits and ancestors and deities. Astral projection is a very complicated but very real and accessible thing, and that's why a lot of people believe in this. This is also very easy to believe for certain people because there is belief systems out there that are rooted literally in the power of belief making something real. There is a belief, and if it has a real name, I would love it if somebody could actually tell me, but I remember reading about this belief system once, that because so many people have put so much belief into something, and so much power, and so much love, and so much energy, that it creates it into a real thing. For those of you that have seen Supernatural, it's very similar to the episode where Sam and Dean go to find this guy who's supposed to be haunting this specific location, only for them to find out that it's never actually been a real haunted thing, that it was something that was made up by the intention and the power and the belief system and the energy of a bunch of people who found it in a forum, and that it was made up by the guys who made the forum, and that the ghost was real but was not the ghost of a living person, but it had been created by these people that all believed in it so much. And could you imagine what kind of universe would be created if it's like fandom people? I am a fandom person. I'm a huge fandom person. I've spent the last 10 years throwing my heart and my soul and my energy into fictional characters because reality, especially as someone with mental illness, is really hard to deal with. And it's a form of escapism. Like I said, Harry Potter, Doctor Who, Supernatural, endless series of movies and books and TV shows, Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. there are so many things that so many people have put so much heart and energy and belief into, and that they've attached to these people, and that all of these things are real. Now, there are a lot of people that think that this specific belief system applies to a lot of things, and that means that all deities are real, and that all afterlives are real, and that all belief systems are real, because there has been so much love and energy put into these things, or that perhaps even the cosmos themselves didn't need you to put that energy into it, and that all of these things already existed, and that everybody's belief system is neither right nor wrong, it just is. This is another way that some people are looking at reality shifting, whether it means that these realities were created by all of these countless people believing in these things, or because once it's even had a little bit of energy put into it, that it becomes a real place, or maybe it was a real place to begin with. But that's a way that I've seen a couple of people put it into perspective, just like I've seen some people comparing it to astral projection. It's not exactly either of these things, but it's very, very similar, and it's a way that I understand it. Another way that I've seen some people explaining it is that it's very similar to really intense versions of meditation. Meditating can put you in some really crazy situations because the human mind is it's so incredible and so capable of so much. And you really can elevate your mind to another place, especially if you have that much belief in something. I'm the kind of person that I believe in a lot of shit. I believe in magic. I believe that all belief systems are real, and that all afterlives and all deities are real, and that we all just happen to attach to different ones. And I also believe that meditation has some crazy, crazy powers, and that there's some crazy shit that goes on in this world. So if one person can have an out-of-body experience with meditation where they feel like they fully detach from themselves and go to another spiritual place, if a witch can astral project and speak to an ancestor who's been dead for hundreds of years, if all of these different things can be real, why can't reality shifting be real? I think it's just so fascinating as a concept. Even if you don't believe it, even the concept is so interesting. And I've been doing a lot of research on it, actually. I've been looking at articles, I've been reading people's personal encounters, I've been watching videos. It's so interesting, especially in a time like this in 2020 when people are really, really scared of a lot of government power, of the coronavirus, of just everything. Just like there's so much today that is so terrifying, and there's so many people, especially people who have mental illness or struggles or are personally affected by things like COVID or politics, that it's really overwhelming and it's really, really terrifying for a lot of people. So who are we to say that this isn't a real thing? If this is a coping mechanism, if this is helping people to meet their comfort characters, their idols, their heroes that have helped them through these horrible times when they didn't feel like they could make it through, that is so crazy to me. The idea that I was a teenage girl clinging on to fictional characters, and that I could somehow meet these fictional characters and interact with them and befriend them and have a real emotional connection with them because somewhere in another reality they're real, it calls to my little fangirl heart. But also me as like a person who just finds the human brain so enthralling, and I'm so interested. It's so fascinating. Another thing that's important to bring up is the importance of your vibrations. Every human being has vibrations, their energy, and basically every reality has a different level of vibrations. And I actually found a TikTok account, her username is Shifting Answers, I believe, and she actually posted a video talking about this specific thing, where she was talking about how raising your vibrations level is a way to help get yourself to this other place, whatever place you decide to go to. And you can raise your vibration levels by doing things that make you happy, putting yourself in a good mood, surrounding yourself with crystals that raise your vibrations, meditating, getting in touch with yourself, focusing on this reality that you want to go to. So basically what I'm saying is that with the power of reality shifting, if you truly believe and you work hard and you give it time and patience and real effort, you could go anywhere. And in this world that you go to, you are not restricted by the time of where you currently are. I've seen a lot of people who can script that they're gone for 5 minutes, and that equates to 5 days. It's such an interesting concept, and it shows the real power and intention of someone's heart and soul and their energy and the human brain, and it's so fascinating to me. So, as if this video is not already getting a little bit long with me rambling, I'm going to go into some more specifics about reality shifting and the process of reality shifting. So first, we're going to talk about methods. Shifting methods has to do with the way that you choose to get there. The way that I like to think of it is a shifting method is kind of like what mode of transportation you choose to get to work. When going to your desired reality, you could use any method. You could use the Estelle method, you could use the Raven method, you could use the pillow method, you could use the Sunny method or the train method. Or if you're trying to go to work, you could walk there, you could bike there, you could take a car, you could call an Uber, you could take a bus, you could take a train. If you worked a blinding amount of way away, you could take a plane. It is the different way that you get to these places. Some of them include sleeping in certain positions. Some of them are even non-sleeping methods where you do it while you're technically conscious. Some of them include visualization or subliminals that you listen to, or certain types of guided meditations, or laying in certain ways. Every method is different. And not every method works for every person. Every person might make up their own, or they might use a more popular one, or maybe combine two of them, or maybe you have to do one repeatedly before it ever works for you and you ever get any results, and that's okay. If you guys want me to do separate videos on different kinds of methods, I think there's like kind of countless, honestly, but I know of at least 10 minimum. Some of them are easier than others, especially for beginners. And if you guys want me to do videos talking about different methods, and if you want me to try these methods and actually try reality shifting, then let me know and I'll do these videos and put these into practice and tell you how I work with them. Another important thing to learn about when it comes to shifting is the terminology. If you see anyone refer to reality shifting with a DR and a CR, your DR stands for your desired reality. It's the place you're trying to go. If I had a DR, it would be Hogwarts. I'm trying to get to Hogwarts. My CR is where I currently am, my personal where I originated reality. Never you say real reality because they're all real in this concept. And we've already covered what method means. Another thing that's a good term to know is a sub or a subliminal. A subliminal is it's music or a meditation that you listen to in order to get yourself into the mindset to be able to shift. Sometimes these subliminals have things like certain heartbeats or different kind of music beats or theta waves. Sometimes it has affirmations in the background, or sometimes it has sounds from a film that you're trying to get to that DR. It has character speak. You can find reality shifting videos here on YouTube if you just look up reality shifting subliminal, or sometimes they even have really specific ones. Like if you yourself are trying to get to Hogwarts, which is what I'm going to keep saying because I'm Harry Potter obsessed, I'm even wearing a Marauders map sweater, you can literally look up Hogwarts reality shifting subliminal and those subs exist. I know that I've looked them up in the past to hear what they sound like, and there are subliminals that sometimes they have like the sounds of like rain or wind, or you can hear someone like writing on paper or a crackling fire, like ASMR sounds. But sometimes it's that overlaid with like music from Harry Potter or music from whatever thing you're trying to get to. Sometimes you can hear people speaking in the background, like some Harry Potter ones that I've listened to. You can hear Draco or Harry or Molly or Bellatrix, like whoever is in the movies. You can also sometimes hear sprinkled in affirmations in the background, like I am shifting realities, I have shifted to Hogwarts, my desired reality is real, like all these different things. If you want me to make a list of shifting subliminals, either that I've read from other people's experiences or ones I've personally made up that I think would be really helpful, let me know and I'll make an entire video all about affirmations and how to do them. Now, another term that's an incredibly important term to know in all of this is a script. A script is exactly what it sounds like. It is you scripting the reality that you are going into. That does not mean you are creating this reality. There is an infinite number of realities in the way that they exist, and that does not mean you are creating this reality. You're not. You're just specifying where you're going. A script could have specifications to it, like what is your name in your desired reality? How old are you in your desired reality? What color is your hair? What color is your eyes? How tall are you? What is your sexual orientation? Who is your relationship with? Who are your friends? It also goes into specifics about like, you know, how to get back. Like the safe word that you would say if you want to come back to your current reality, or your safe action in case you suddenly forget. You can write down if you have a pet, you can write down that you're not going to have a period. You can write down that you're not going to get pregnant. You can write down that every minute in your CR is a day in your DR. Different stuff like that, and these can go on for as little or as long as you want, but I've always heard that being as detailed as possible makes it specific and is really, 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 really good. I'm going to write up a script myself, and I really want to do a video all about how to set up your script, the sections, what details you should put in there, anything, but you can put anything in your script. I could put that I'm like a 6'2" skinny blonde, like I could put whatever I want. You can look however you want. You can befriend whoever you want. You can be in a relationship with whoever you want. You can go anywhere that you want to go. These places already exist. You're just inserting yourself in this already existing place and then scripting your life. I think perhaps the thing that is the most important and the most fascinating about all this, it's not maladaptive daydreaming. It's not lucid dreaming. It's not regular dreaming. Anyone that I have seen or read about or watched videos about that have actually shifted realities talk about how real it feels, because it is as real as the reality we are currently in. It's not just like with maladaptive daydreaming where sometimes it can get kind of really super real. I know I have suffered from maladaptive daydreaming, and I still sometimes maladaptive daydream, not as bad as I used to when I was a teenager, but it is something that I have personal experience with. So I know how real that can feel and how much it draws you in. If you guys don't understand what maladaptive daydreaming is, please Google it. It's super, super interesting. And I didn't know I was suffering from it until it had been happening for a decade. So that's pretty, I just thought I was very imaginative. And it's not lucid dreaming either, which to a certain extent still doesn't even feel real. This, to anybody that's done it, talks about how real it feels, how they can actually smell everything, taste everything, feel everything, hear everyone. They can feel a person in front of them that they're talking to. They can touch something and know that it's really there. They're having real experiences with these things and these people and these worlds. It's so fascinating. Oh my God. And there's so many amazing places to find all of this information. Don't just look here, look at other people's videos on YouTube. Go to Amino. If you don't have Amino, you should definitely get Amino. There are some really, really great shifting communities on there where people put their own personal experiences. You can learn about different shifting methods. You can find really good subliminals, whole lists of affirmations, people giving you really, really amazing motivation. I personally found out about shifting on TikTok. I believe the official thing is shifting realities is a tag on there, or shift talk or something, I think. But there's an entire reality shifting side of TikTok. From what I've noticed, a very, very large part of it is people from the Harry Potter fandom, but I think that's just because I am on the Harry Potter side of TikTok. So maybe that's just more of what I've seen. I have also seen people talking about shifting to different animes. Specifically, I've mostly heard about My Hero Academia. I've also heard people talking about shifting to Supernatural a lot, but most of what I've seen has been the Harry Potter community. But again, that's because I'm on Harry Potter TikTok. Between the fact that I make cosplay videos of Harry Potter characters and the fact that a lot of my out of character videos are Harry Potter sketch comedy videos, that's a lot of what I do. But there is so much to learn about when it comes to reality shifting. And I have so many ideas in mind that I really, really want to make for you guys, actually. If this is something that interests you guys, if you want to see more of me talking about reality shifting, ask me questions in the comments below. Tell me what you want to see in videos. I already have plans to actually try my hand at reality shifting, but I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie. But I have so many videos that I want to make about everything that I've learned, about crystals that can help raise your vibrations, about different kinds of methods. I want to do whole videos dedicated to each one that I can find. I want to do videos about affirmation suggestions when I start actually shifting. I want to do videos talking about my experiences, and also I want to do videos talking about the symptoms of shifting, because there's two different kinds of symptoms for shifting. There's ones that you feel during the day, in between shifts and to show that you're getting closer or that you've been shifting, and then there's also things that you feel in the middle of trying to shift, and it's so blindingly interesting. And I want to know if this is something you guys would be interested in seeing. This was just kind of a basics 101 all about shifting, let's talk about it video. And I didn't want to go on for too long, even though the raw footage for this is almost half an hour long, because I've gotten really excited just talking about it. But if you guys are interested in seeing videos about methods and practices and my experiences, if you want me to try and go on this adventure with you, let me know. And if you really want to see when those videos come out, please hit subscribe on this channel and push the little notification bell so that you know when I upload. I think that's all I have to talk about today, that way that I don't get too far in my own head and start talking about too many things at once. So if you have any questions or comments or video suggestions based on reality shifting, please remember to leave them in the comments below. If you want to find me on my other social media, please check out the description box below where you can find my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Twitter. TikTok is where you're going to find possibly all of my other updates on shifting. It's where also, if you are a fan of cosplay or Harry Potter content, you can find all of my stuff below. Like I said before, if you're not already subscribed, please push the subscribe button, join the family. We're about to go on a huge shifting adventure together, and let's do it together as friends. As of right now, when I'm filming this, I have about 290 subscribers, and I'm super duper excited, so let's try to get to 300, okay? So I've already been rambling for too long. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I will see you guys in my next video. If I don't post for a while again, it's because I'm gonna have dental work done tomorrow, and I won't be able to talk for a little while. So I will try to come back as soon as possible. I love you guys. See you later. Bye.